Hey you guys, Paul Baker here. So today we're going to ask a few questions about how weak the flat earth is and who's pushing this propaganda. Are they deceivers or have they been deceived? Let's find out. So who are these flat earthers pushing this propaganda? And do they actually believe it? Or are they deceiving people? Or have they been deceived themselves? We have a number of high-ranking flat earthers that have been around for a long time, and what happens is their minions, like I used to be, believe what they have to say, and that was my flat earth research. I trusted these guys to do the research for me, because I'm too lazy, you see, and it seemed like they did good research. What I'd like to do now is have a look at these high-ranking flat earthers, maybe some lower-ranked flat earthers, and give you my opinion on what I think they believe. So I've been in the flat earth arena since 2016, and I believe I have a good understanding about what these guys believe, and do they actually believe the propaganda that they're feeding to people. First up, we'll take a look at David Weiss from DRITH. He's very convincing. I think he's deceiving people, and I believe he knows the earth is a globe. Just my thoughts. Durianism. I think he's been deceived, but I think he's kind of on the fence now, possibly. That's why he's backed away a little bit. Eric Dubay. Deceiver. That's all I have to say about that. Nathan Oakley. Deceiver. Pretty simple. I believe that he knows it's a globe. He's playing a role. He wants to be a successful YouTuber. There's no secrets about that. So I believe he is deceiving people. Roxanne. I believe she has been deceived by Dave Murphy, and she maybe have had a few other things done to her by Dave Murphy. So, I shouldn't have said that, but I did, and I retract that statement. Dave Murphy, very convincing. He's been around a long time. He's a deceiver. Bob Nodell from Globebusters. We all know what he's done. Hashtag thanks Bob. Ring laser gyro. But I give him credit, he does a lot of research, he tries experiments, and I think at one point he did believe it, but now, some people call him a shill. He's certainly gone a long way to disprove the flat earth, but I believe that he believes it's a globe now. The issue with these high-ranking flat earthers is that they have too much pride now. Very difficult for them to turn their back on the flat earth. They have a lot of followers, they've just got to keep going. That's why I take my hat off to Craig from SeekTruth SpeakTruth for turning his back on the flat earth, manning up, apologising, admitting he was wrong, and then carried on making videos. Ranty, he would have believed it initially, he would have been confused, a lot of infighting, but I believe Ranty's a good guy, and he's genuine, and then like myself, he would have said, well, this is just too much, there's too much misinformation, disinformation, I have to remove myself. And he's trying to right his wrongs now. He's got his own niche, he does well, a lot of respect to Ranty. Now Brandon. I like Brandon. I believe Brandon to be quite similar to myself in my journey. I think he has been deceived, and I think he wants to do real research. But I believe he's got this little nagging feeling in the back of his mind that he knows it's a globe. But nonetheless, he's got a good show, and he seems like a decent guy. Mark Sargent. He's been around a long time. He's got a big reputation, and I'm not quite sure what's going on with Mark. I can't read him. I don't really follow him, and he's more mainstream, kind of like Dubay and them. But I think he's gone too far down this track now to turn back. So I'm not sure on that one. What do you guys think? What do you guys believe? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think about Mark Sargent? Quantum Eraser. All I have to say is idiot. We'll move on from that. Oh, another idiot. I believe Whitsit is quite clever. Initially, when I first heard him, I thought he was okay, but as soon as he hooked up with Nathan, I mean, he's just turned into a dickhead. He's pestering people. Good old Anthony Riley, aka Sleeping Warrior. I've made a few videos about him lately. I think he's been deceived, and I've got mixed feelings about him. I used to really like him. I think he has an idea, but again, he's been in it a while. He loves an argument, he loves debating. Even if he knows he's wrong, he won't admit it. And then we get to Gleam. I don't know what Gleam is. He's been labelled a flat earth cheerleader, a trans earther maybe? Is that how you describe him? So there are my thoughts on a few of the flat earthers still in the community. Do you agree with my evaluations of them? Let me know in the comment section. I don't mind if you disagree with me, and it'll be interesting to know your thoughts. Now, I do want to shout out all of the flat earth debaters over the years that have put a lot of work into it. We can go right back to Sly Sparkane, Red's Rhetoric, Flat Earth Math, Wolfie 6020, Critical Think, roohif, GemPanda, Shawn Hufford, MCToon, who was a very good debater by the way. But I also want to shout out a prolific commenter, Tim A. Tim A has been around for a long time. We've had a love-hate relationship. When I had my channel, he would reply with multiple comments and would never give up. And I think in the end, he swayed me a little bit. He's very knowledgeable. He's an ex-engineer and he's worked on the ISS. I have a lot of respect for Tim. Big ups to you, Tim. So to sum up who these flat earthers are, well, they're a mixed bunch of people. They've all got their own niche. They've all got their own style. So yeah, these guys will not be around for too much longer. The flat earth is dying. The flat earth was hot around 2015, 2016 when I looked into it. And I think it's a good time to be an ex-flat earther. But I'm receiving a lot of support from the Globe channels. People are sharing my videos. And I really appreciate the welcoming into the Globe community from these guys. From everyone, you know, you've all been great. And I have a lot of commenters and subscribers to my channel that know their stuff. They're really nice people. I mean, what can I say apart from thanks, guys? Appreciate it. I really appreciate the support. So now we're going to look into why I believe the flat earth is weak and the different strategies that they use to defend a non-existing flat earth model. So now I've had time to reflect and do a little bit more research. I have still been listening to a few flat earth debate shows, mainly Brandon's show and the Discord server, GemPanda's Discord server. And what I've come to realise is that the flat earth actually don't have any evidence. They've got nothing. All they're trying to do is falsify the globe model. And that is how science works. I understand that. Now when I'm talking about the globe model, I'm talking about our explanation about how things work. How gravity works. How the Coriolis works, how the molten iron core works, how the rotation around the sun works. Now their flat earth depends on the falsification of that model, the explanation of how those things work. Because the debate is about the shape of the earth, right? What they're trying to do is falsify how the model works, when the debate is about the shape of the earth. And I don't believe we need to go that far. So this is why we always hear the flat earthers talking about rubbish Coriolis, gravity's bullshit, the measurements of the earth and the stars is all rubbish. So this is why we hear these types of arguments over and over again from the flat earthers. That's all we hear from them. Let's go back to the basics and look at the globe model in respects to the sun, the earth and the moon and the effects that we see, the effects that we observe. Now the globe has modelled these effects that we see perfectly. We have simulated it. We can model how the sun, the earth and the moon interact with each other absolutely perfectly. The flat earth? They can't do it. They can't simulate any of that. They can't model it. They haven't even got a map that works. So never mind about gravity. Never mind debating about Coriolis effect. Never mind debating about optics and triangulation and perspective. We don't need to go there. All we need to do is say to the flat earthers, look, we've modelled how the sun, the moon and the earth interact together perfectly. It's shown here. There's no question about it. So until you simulate those effects on a flat earth, there is no debate. Bugger off. We don't need to go down that track. It stops right there as far as I'm concerned. Let's go back to the moon phases. Let's go back to the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Let's look at the things that don't work on their model that work absolutely perfectly on ours. That's all I'm saying. So another reason why I believe the flat earth is weak is because they have no credible science. They have no experts in the field of science that have come out and supported their theory. They've got nobody. At least other conspiracy theories have a few experts or a few people in that field that come out and support those theories. Not these guys. The flat earth have nothing. Absolutely nobody. The closest they came to somebody supporting them was an engineer by the name of Brian Mullen. That's the closest they've had. He's gone. We all know why he's gone. Hashtag thanks George, I think. I don't agree with what George did, but however, that's another story. So I judge conspiracies in this way. So I look at the conspiracy, I look at the amount of experts that come out and support the conspiracy, and then I weigh up my options basically. But I have removed myself from conspiracy theories because it's not healthy for me. It's not the journey I want to take. I've come out of that rabbit hole and I don't want to go back down. But I think in this day and age it's so difficult to decipher between fact and fiction. And with the misinformation, disinformation on the internet, with all the censoring, I actually find it hard to believe anything. So I'm trying to lose those beliefs. I treat everything as just information. That's all it is. So that's it, guys. It's a short video, but I think we can all safely say that the flat earth theory is weak compared to the globe theory, and they certainly don't have any credible backing from any scientists or experts in the field. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe button and we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.